Good morning. Slept like a rock last night. Then I was asleep by 8 o'clock. And I knew I was camping in a spot that had the potential, if I got up early enough, to go see a great sunrise. And I did that, and it did not disappoint. So I'm not sure how far I'm going to go today. I'm just going to play it by ear and see how I feel today. And I do know that in like 8-9 miles, there's another hiker, and today is her birthday, and she's having this amazing trail magic all day long at one of the state parks to celebrate her birthday. So I'll stop and enjoy from a distance, hopefully get some food there. She said she's serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so really celebrating all day long. And I really appreciate her giving back to her fellow thru hikers, as she says, on her birthday. So, whoops, I'm tripping around here. Better pay attention to what I'm doing. One last thing this morning is, I can't believe I'm in Pennsylvania. Gosh, it sounds really far away from Georgia, but I'm happy to be here, that's for sure. Well, I made it to Monarch's birthday party, and I'm over here at the table by myself, but somebody's making me a plate, so that's awful nice. And I think I'm going to rest here for about an hour, maybe 2. Tired today. Well, I ended up doing 18.4 miles today. I was pretty dragging this morning, but it was all downhill, so I made really good time to the trail magic. And then folks, they were so nice because I didn't want to go get food, get in the middle of everything, but a couple hikers said, "What do you want? We'll go get it for you." And they just kind of social distanced and visited with me, and so I had a good time there. And I stayed there about an hour and a half. I have to admit, I drank 2 Mountain Dews, which really fueled me to move on. I feel so much better, so I don't have Mountain Dew. I don't want to start any misinformation, but it sure helped me. And I think we'll just see how I feel tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm like 2 miles short of the real halfway point. So, and then about 7 or 8 miles, there's a convenience store where people will do the half-gallon challenge, and they will eat a half a gallon of ice cream after completing half the trail. And I don't think I'm going to do that. A while back at one of the hostels, I thought, oh, I'll just eat a pint and see how I feel after a pint, and I didn't feel that great. So I've decided not to do the half-gallon challenge. However, I do love my Slurpees and Ices, and I thought, well, if they have Slurpees and Ices, maybe I'll do a half-gallon icy challenge. But somebody told me they didn't have an icy machine. We'll really see tomorrow. But one thing I really need to get is fuel, because I realized last night that I think I'm officially out after tonight's dinner. But It did rain this afternoon, but it was just like drizzly rain all afternoon, and it stopped long enough for me to get my tent up, and it's not raining right now, so looking forward to a good night's sleep and hitting the 1100 marker tomorrow and the halfway point. Good morning. Well, the rain came back last night. It rained till about midnight, so my tent had got pretty wet, but that's all right. Just the rain fly, so I'm sure I'll get it dried out today. And then my socks were sopping wet, so I put on dry ones this morning. Put on dry socks, put them in wet shoes. But today's going to be beautiful, and every day that it's not in the 90s in June, I'm going to celebrate. So, celebrating today. Made it to Piney Furnace store, and I ended up staying here a little longer than I anticipated. I was going to stay like an hour and a half, but it was more like 2 hours. But I had a breakfast sandwich, and then I had a hiker burger, and watched a lot of people eat ice cream, and they're not feeling so great. I'm feeling good. It's a little after 1. Did a little over 10 miles this morning. We'll see how many I can get in this afternoon. There's supposed to be a little museum up here, so I'll take some pictures. There was one other store right off the trail that I was hoping would have a Slurpee or an icy, but I got skunked twice today. But they did have this, which is delicious, so I'll drink this. Felt really good today. Ended up doing 21.1 miles, even with the 2+ hour break in the middle. Pennsylvania's pretty flat, so I can make pretty good time. And so I'm taking advantage of that. And I'm at a campsite tonight, and there's no one else here, and there's not a shelter here. That's probably why there's no one here. So I'm kind of excited to have a nice quiet night. Good morning. Today is June 9th, and I would like to start the day by saying happy anniversary to my parents. My parents were married 65 years ago today. It's just amazing. You hardly hear of people being married that long anymore, but my parents have been married for 65 years, and they're proof that a lot of love and work and dedication can make a great marriage, and I really appreciate their example. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. So last night, 2 unexpected things happened. And the first one was it rained, and it rained hard, and there was a lightning storm, and I didn't realize we were going to have that kind of weather last night. But we did. I say we, but I was by myself. And the other thing is there were lightning bugs out. I haven't seen lightning bugs. Oh, I can't remember the last time I've seen lightning bugs. And at first I thought it was someone's headlamp coming down the trail and that they were going to be camping near me. But alas, it was lightning bugs. So cool. And they didn't even care that it was raining. They just flew around and blinked in the night. Well, the rain did stop. Everything's really wet. Got sunny weather. And I'm headed into Carlisle today. It's 16 miles. And I'm going to stay in a hotel there and do laundry and take a bath since it's been 6 days since I showered. I think it's time. And I am going to resupply. The first 5 miles are kind of up and down, and then the last 11 miles are as flat can be. So we'll see what kind of time I make today. Springs is another one of those little towns where the AT walks through it. I walked along that river, which was really nice. There was Trail Magic when I first got here. And then I stopped at the Outfitters, and the Outfitter actually exchanged Darn Toughs for me. They'll do one pair a day, so I changed out one pair of my Darn Toughs that were starting to wear out for a brand new pair, even exchange. That was really nice, and I'm gonna try to head on to Carlisle, which is another 8 miles, and all flat. So hopefully we'll make good time, and then I will get caught up on laundry and a shower and everything there. Well, I made really good time today. Did 16 miles and made it into Carlisle. I think I got here like at 3 or 3:30. I was able to get my laundry done. Feels good to have on clean clothes. Got a shower. Went to the diner that was right next door. Got a delicious breakfast / dinner. And then walked over to the convenience store to get a couple of snacks for tomorrow. And they had ices, so got one of those. I hope to get a good night's sleep. No reason I shouldn't, and I will be back on trail tomorrow. One last thing I wanted to mention is I did speak to a couple of people on trail who are health providers and kind of went over my timeline with my symptoms and when I tested positive and everything and how I feel now, and they said that I should no longer be contagious and I should be good to go. So that's why I felt comfortable going to the diner tonight. Tomorrow my plan is to be at a hostel tomorrow night, but it's nice to have a hotel room all to myself tonight.